It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Panthers and the Cowboys, next on Madden NFL 23.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Second down, back to Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Young to throw it. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route.
Defense should be aware of that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Come on. Hey, get the ball, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Young now from the 50. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That throw by Young incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Young. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a
touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 40 yards. And the Panthers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and the Cowboy first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. From the 41, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Play action now. Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Cowboys. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another run with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. But now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Now Young. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first down throw for Young. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. It's a second down run with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Young on third down. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Gets around him. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes inbounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On 2nd and very short, Prescott. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of him and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Dak's going to keep it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Could be long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with the Cowboys touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And Young's throw there incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 41, Prescott. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Prescott now from the 50. He gets it to Cooks. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll work this down inside the 30. To the air again, Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield that he won't cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And not much went right in those first two quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. From the 30 on second down. Prescott looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A give running left. It's Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Second and 5 now. Young. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
That throw by Young incomplete.
This was a good starting field position on that drive. They couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Holding. Offense.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Moore. And good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Young now. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Let's go now.
Throwing, Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Young to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Young. And Sharp calls it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Young. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Young. Open man. His steal is complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet, he's going to have the first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Second down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jeremy Chin picks it off. The 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. But now Dallas gets set to take the field. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good footwork at the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young. Shark's got it left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Young. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Young. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Now Young. And Sanders has got it complete. Young to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. LaVisca Chenault. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Young. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And, partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
To throw, Prescott. And that's complete to Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Prescott. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes is just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches empty. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A 3-and-out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Well, the defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field right before they did. They told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And now here come the Cowboys. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 5. Now Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Young looks to throw on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Young. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Young on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Here's Pollard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there. It's going to leave it with a 4th down. We're talking about defenders, specifically Van Rackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. The Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.